Hey guys, welcome to Gadgets 360. My name is Pranay and in this video we are going to be talking about the best phones under 10,000 rupees. Now at the start of this year, this segment was really competitive with some smartphones such as the Redmi Note 8 being available here, but now a lot of things have changed. GST rates have gone up and supply constraints appear to have driven prices up, which is why we are going to have to revise our top picks of the best phones under 10,000 rupees. So before we start this video, I need to tell you a couple of things. First is that the availability situation right now due to the lockdown and various other issues is quite iffy. So that means if you're going to be buying a smartphone, if you look for it online, one day it may be in stock and the next day it may be out of stock. While doing the research for this article, we face the same problem. So in case you're not able to find any particular smartphone, all you need to do is just check back again later and the phone will probably be back in stock. Second thing is you need to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications when we publish new videos. With that out of the way, let's get started. I'm gonna kick off this video with the Realme C3, which is the most affordable smartphone in this list with a starting price of 8,000 rupees. This smartphone has a unique sunrise gradient design at the back, and I personally feel it looks and feels great for a device that's so affordable. Looks aside, the Realme C3 excels in performance for this segment thanks to the MediaTek Helio G70 processor, so if you're looking for a budget gaming smartphone, then the Realme C3 offers the best value. Even though it has excellent battery life, there's no fast charging support and you get an old-fashioned micro USB port on this device. There's no fingerprint sensor here, but face unlock works fairly well. The camera performance is strictly average for photos and videos, so I would not buy this phone for photography. The base variant has 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, and that should be good enough for most people. But if you want more, the 4GB RAM 64GB storage variant is available at 9,000 rupees. I also want to quickly bring up the Realme Narzo 10A here because it's identical to the Realme C3 in many ways. If you prefer its design or want a macro camera and a fingerprint sensor, you can go for the Narzo 10A with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage priced at 8,500 rupees. If you don't need these two features, the Realme C3 is good enough. Realme and Xiaomi are slugging it out at every price point and the sub 10,000 rupees segment is one of the most competitive. The Redmi 8 is the only phone representing Xiaomi in this list because the Redmi Note 8 has had a price hike and the Redmi 9 series has not yet been launched. The Redmi 8 is one of the best looking smartphones in this price range and it has convenient features such as a USB Type-C port and wireless FM radio. You also get good battery life with this smartphone. However, it ships with a relatively weak Snapdragon 439 processor, which is decent for day-to-day tasks but not for gaming or heavy use. Its cameras are not the best either, which is disappointing. MIUI is full of advertisements and spammy notifications, but that's a problem you can solve to some extent. Be sure to check out our video on removing ads from MIUI to improve your software experience. Now I want to talk about a phone that's almost been forgotten. This is the Realme U1. So far, this is the only phone in the company's U series and the only one in our list with a Full HD Plus display resolution at this price. Now I know this phone was launched in 2018, but after multiple price cuts, it's available for under 10,000 rupees with an impressive set of features. If you want a very affordable phone with a crisp display, good performance and decent cameras, the Realme U1 is still a good choice. Due to its age, it has a micro USB port and only 2 rear cameras. Photo quality is decent in good light, but the primary camera struggles in low light. Otherwise, it's a solid phone at this price. The Vivo U10 is in this list because it has a good display, great battery life, and it performs well in day-to-day use. The Snapdragon 665 is an efficient chip that performs most tasks well, and you won't have to charge this smartphone more than once a day. The Vivo U10 is a bit bulky and it doesn't have great cameras. In our review, we've also mentioned that it is not the best option for heavy gaming. Only the base variant of this smartphone with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage is available under 10,000 rupees, but that should be good enough for most people. Realme has been selling some very competitive smartphones of late, and the Realme 5 makes for an impressive all-rounder at this price. It looks great with a nice gradient pattern at the back and its build quality is good too. This phone has 4 rear cameras and it takes good photos in daylight but not in low light. The Snapdragon 665 is an efficient processor and it performs fairly well. Unfortunately, this is yet another phone with a micro USB port. The Galaxy M30 used to be available for under 10,000 rupees, but a recent price hike has pushed its price slightly above to 10,035 rupees for the base variant with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. If you can spend that little bit more, you get a crisp Full HD Plus AMOLED display, which is not too common at this price point. The Galaxy M30 is powered by an Exynos 7904 processor, which is not the most powerful in this price range. It has good battery life, a decent software experience, and good cameras for the price. However, its low light camera performance could have been better. So that was our list of the top phones under 10,000 rupees. Now I know these phones are not as exciting as those that were available at the start of this year, but the situation is really difficult right now and we just have to make do with what we have. And in this price segment, which is your favorite smartphone? That's something I want to know, so you can definitely leave a comment and let me know. And as always, follow gadgets360.com for all things tech, which includes news, features, how-tos, reviews, and so much more. Everything around tech is available on the website.